Hello again, Steve here. We're just out for a little walk and I found myself a couple of little park benches here to sit down. And before it got too dark, the sun is just starting to go down, I thought I'd share a few thoughts that I had. There was a guy that I used to follow some of his work. His name is John, Eternally Aware, I think it's what his YouTube video is, his YouTube channel is. He's a very dedicated guy by the sounds of it in terms of looking up the origins of law, the origins of constitutions and this sort of thing, and the relationship of human being, person, man, juridical personalities, government, all that sort of thing. And he was talking recently on some of his recent videos about rights. And there seems to be a little bit of questioning that people are having, do rights actually exist? In other words, if I have the right to life, that would mean that not only is somebody not supposed to kill me, but that I wouldn't be able to be killed. So if I have the right to something, but I can't. So in other words, if I ultimately had an inalienable right to life, then nobody would be able to kill me. So it's a little bit fallacious. I think Stefan Molyneux is a little bit closer to the nail on the head, which is that preferences are which is what is more real. We prefer to live. So in other words, rather than the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, or as they say in the States, the Constitution or the Canadian Constitution, life, liberty, and the protection of the person, it's the preference of life, liberty, and so on, right? So, but there's a good point to be made. I think where it's important is in self-knowledge and improving the quality of our lives based on self-knowledge, is to realize that, well, though we may not have an inherent right to anything, if others who are parading themselves around and calling themselves governors of us, if they're calling themselves that, however, they also say that there are certain things that we uphold as inalienable to you, then it's a good idea to point that out once in a while. If they're going to tread on our turf and tell us we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to be their slave, I don't think it's valuable to say that we have this right, but maybe to ask the question, but didn't you guys say over here that you recognize that everybody has this right? And you show it to them, you know, like, this is you guys' document, this is your international covenants you've signed up to, this is your constitution that you said everyone has this right. Well, didn't you guys agree to that? Didn't you swear an oath to uphold the coronation of the Queen? And the Queen is the one who's letting you talk in her stead. And these are the things you guys are supposed to agree to. Isn't that true? You know? So that's probably where it comes in as valuable, is being able to ask these questions and have a little bit of knowledge as to, you know, we don't have that right, but they are saying we do. So that's kind of important. And it also, I don't know, the whole discussion, the internal dialogue, sometimes the whole discussion about these sorts of things, for me anyways, improves my quality of life because I get to learn a little bit more about myself. So I think tomorrow I'm going to talk a little bit about oaths of allegiance, because I think that's also important. If we've sworn them, if we haven't sworn them, what's the value of them, these sorts of things. So I'll leave that till next time. Anyways, Steve here again, nice chatting, and we'll talk again soon because I think the sun's about to go down.